shift over to the R.O.B.
And I don't know. I guess you know the R.O.B is good for everything. He's not too bad to put him to slot him in just about anywhere. But we're on PS2, the only stage in the game. Looks like we're at a 2019 tournament. The way we got only PS2 Fox R.O.B going. I mean Wolf R.O.B going on.
Yeah, what is this, like Zomba Zachary Genesis? Like,
Yeah.
What was this? Genesis 6?
Gen 6. Yeah, because Mars 1.7. Yeah, so yeah, it's Gen 6.
Certainly an early ult moment today. Maybe a bit of a comfort counter pick here. You know, I do feel like Wolf is one of those characters that does really good into Pokemon Trainer. Kind of has a lot of options to stuff out most of what the 3 can offer. So I like R.O.B here. I mean, R.O.B, like you said, is kind of the every character, can really handle a lot of things. The only weakness he has is how big he is. His strengths about everything else. Like we see with that up smash is relatively fast. It kills ridiculously early. It's a good anti-air. That move does it all.
Oh my goodness. And then not even his best move at that point. He's got literally the scariest thing in his kit down tilt that's been coming out and escorting LemonTio all the way across the stage all night, as he tries to get himself another down tilt right there. A little overzealous, as he'll eat the up smash instead. So, but you know, Wolf, nothing to sleep at. Both these characters still very good. Wolf, one of those fake, he can't do it in the meta characters that everyone likes to, you know, talk down on, but he's alright. And
yeah, we will always downplay Wolf in 2025 until we see a Wolf do well, and then it's just back to the office. But right now,
yeah, I'm starting to see why you downplay that character. He gets hit by that double fair, didn't even need a third one, and there was no doubts about it. Mimik gonna take that game 1 real quick.
yeah, no, that was really sudden. I mean, that was like you usually see that like combo kind of leap into like the side B, but that was good on Mimik, kind of sniping out the jump from LemonTio. Didn't even need the side B. Just knew there's nothing he could do to make it back after one fair. Kills him ridiculously early. LemonTio looking to make an adjustment. Gonna go with the Fox. And I like this pick.
Yeah, I had a little Freudian slip earlier last game where I called this matchup Fox R.O.B instead of Wolf R.O.B, and it seems like I was just looking to the future to game 2. Still on PS2, so you know, hey, one of those might be the only stage that they got loaded up on this setup. And
entirely possible. Oh my
God. Out the gates, making great use of this stage pick, quadruple up here, and finally able to exploit R.O.B's only weakness, that size.
Yeah, this is why this is a good counter pick. I mean, Fox just so combo heavy, able to really get anything on R.O.B just off of that size. I mean, we're gonna see a lot of nickel and diming from the way of LemonTio this game. It is just going to be like one hit will string into another, and it will end earlier than other times every once in a while. But sometimes you just see, like you said, quadruple up air to close it out. And already almost has him lapped in percentage on the second stock. LemonTio has made the biggest adjustment possible. A better matchup.
And most times, these matchups are one on the character select screen. Game with 83 characters, you're like, man, one of these. And maybe the one that can do Nair up smash and kill is one of them. LemonTio, up big here in game 2. And showing that this character counter pick was like everything he needed.
Yeah, that was a huge opening too. I felt that was so early for that up smash to kill, even on R.O.B. That was nasty from LemonTio, and has damage racked up again. Mimik has not been able to find anything this second game of this set. We're not even at the 2-minute mark, and he's already at kill percent effectively. Back air is gonna finally take that LemonTio stock, and it is R.O.B, so we could see some silly shenanigans come out of Mimik's corner. But if you're LemonTio here, you're thinking about your bans, you're thinking about a potential switch on the other side of the stage. You know, you're getting ready for game 3. You're just kind of looking for that Nair up, big back air, just your next opportunity. Is applying pressure.
Yeah, absolutely, and he's continuing to apply that pressure. It's the good back air, but yeah, not gonna be fast enough. LemonTio out of shield with that up smash, gonna take game 2. So
Right,
yeah, that
that's
was a
huge.
great counter pick by LemonTio to get himself a much more favorable matchup.
Yeah, he really just answered everything, I feel like, with that pick. And Mimic is going to switch right back to the Pokemon trainer, kind of playing like a traditional fighting game. Feels like, maybe they just want to stick with the characters, but it almost feels like we're playing winner locked to a character. No counter pick on the winner side in between games. So LemonTio is going to stick with the Fox, and it's just a war of the counter picks. Kind of rare to see in Ultimate. I feel like this game, more than any other Smash game, you see players really stick with that one character, throughout a set. If like counter picks, you see a counter pick at the beginning of the set and they still stick with it, but mid-set counter pick, I feel like we don't see as often in this game. So it's fun to see, constant swaps between each game.
Yeah, I remember back in early Ultimate and one of the big shout outs to the U Chicago scene, one of the players over there, he was talking about how, we got like, it was like 70 characters at that point. But he was talking about, yeah, this is going to be such a counter-picking game. Everyone's going to like start mixing it up every now and again, but we don't really see it unless it's something like this where LemonTio, of course, has that Fox ready for the bad matchups, and Mimik, we've already seen how good this PT is, and just to throw the working man's R.O.B on top of it, he's got everything they need. But everything except for his third stock, which was going to get taken.
That's exactly right. And this counter pick, not quite as big of a switch as LemonTio's counter pick in that last game. Finding a little bit of mileage here out of the Squirtle, but Mimik, or LemonTio rather, has just been all over all three of these characters. We saw the swap for a few seconds of every character that last game. Fox, one of those few characters that's fast enough to cover trainer swap without like calling it out and waiting for it. You can throw out the fair, and even if you miss it, you can just throw out another move after the fact. So this character just can handle a trainer pretty well. Mimik needs to find something here. That back air is going to put Tio in a bad spot. Goes on stage. I like it. Mimik wasn't ready for it that time. Didn't have the angle. And Mimik has LemonTio has the up air to take away Mimik's second stock. This has been a dominant game from LemonTio.
Yeah, LemonTio's got all the answers, and he knows the fear that he's putting into Mimik's heart, so using that to bait out the air dodge and get himself a free kill, finally loses his first stock to that Ivysaur up air, and Mimik just kind of pulling out the garage as he whips out the Charizard for a sec. But a big combos by Mimik as he's gotten himself off to the races here. 47% is the entry fee usually as playing against Squirtle.
Get a little bit further. I think inflation has affected the price of entry here. Add a little bit more damage, but Mimik's found himself in a very disadvantageous position. Finally finds a landing and is going to kind of trade with that landing there.
Oh, and he gets that forward air up B, and all of a sudden things are real scary. Charizard on the board, and that's an angry lizard. So we'll have to see how Mimik is able to reverse this game if he's able to. He's got the jab on ledge, waits a little bit, goes for it all with the down there, and just a little bit too early. LemonTio looking to close this out as he has Mimik now on the ledge.
Hasn't been the ledge, but we've seen Mimik in this spot before, and he's really been able to make something out of nothing in these situations, just like that forward air, and right on cue, Mimik clutches out game 3, and it looked all but lost, but a reverse 3 stock has Mimik in the driver's seat for the remainder of this set.
Oh my goodness, Mimik is... He's been cheesing out these games with this Charizard. He caught LemonTio. It looked like he caught him lacking with that DI, trying to DI away from that forward air. Ends up just helping to kill a little bit earlier. So great on Mimik. We're gonna see LemonTio go back to the Wolf. So we're almost, if we see Mimik loses game 4, maybe we see this go full circle and we're all the way back to the R.O.B Wolf that we saw in game 1. Meanwhile,
entirely possible.
Yeah, in the meanwhile, we're here on PS3 for Game 4. Mimik looking to hopefully close this out before any disaster pops up, as he's looking to keep that plan intact, as he's got a big 74% already on. The inflation is rising as he takes 87 just for the price of entry.
That finally going to see the switch to the Ivysaur. Didn't even need to switch over, but now LemonTio is definitely kind of caught up, you know, made his money back. You know, we thought it was a price of admission, but he was just putting that percentage in the stock market. It's starting to pay dividends now. We've gotten a full return, a little bit more damage added on, but that's a good landing there. The Mimik kind of forcing Tio down to that right side. And Tio's going to hold on to the stage, try and punish the landing a little off the mark. Not going to find a kill with that force smash quite yet.
Yeah, and
center,
LemonTio
can't find it.
Yeah, LemonTio making great advantage of the fact that he's got these fast moves and an even bigger bear to take that stock. But now the Squirtle's out, has been 122. Ivysaur looking to take out this stock. Up smash won't do it, but Narrow keep him off the stage for a little bit longer. Good grab by LemonTio to flip the script here. We get a big 25%, and that's going to be huge as he's at 130 and already has Mimik here at 46%. So he's in that fair bear range. There's the fair. There's the fair again, but it looks like it's sending a little bit too far now. So maybe we won't see that combo, but definitely going to threaten as we already at 76%.
Yeah, already at a pretty high percentage here is Mimik on this stock. Maybe the reason we saw that R.O.B come out game 1, didn't want to have to deal with this matchup, but finds a down air. A bit of a tournament winner up B from LemonTio at the ledge. As Charizard's going to come out, trying to hold on to this percentage, hold on to the stock for a little bit rather, add on a little bit of extra credit before Mimik goes down to that last stock. And that's how it starts. Good throw, going to catch the tech with a jab, goes to the up B. Not gonna find anything. Not gonna die for it yet though either. Holding on. Trying to find a little bit more damage. You know, not trying to change the world with this Charizard. Just trying to nickel and dime a little bit more. Hope for a little bit more action on this last stock maybe.
Absolutely, just trying to do what he can. Jumps into that forward air. So maybe it was more like tried to go to the protest, ended up just going to a picnic, and that won't change the world anymore. But regardless, Mimik on his last stock here, trying to stay away from a game 5, still has LemonTio on 60% and gets that back air up B. Send him off stage for a little bit, but the back throw once again gonna keep him in a bad spot. A little too fast on that option. Well, a little too slow rather, as those wolf flashes speed past him. And LemonTio has flipped the script entirely. Now has Mimik at 60 and climbing.
Yeah, no, this has been a really good game from LemonTio. Really kind of showing what makes the matchup rough. I mean, LemonTio has just kind of been playing the game of, you know, go in, find a few hits, and then just kind of run away, force Mimik to come to you, and knowing that they can't really make a lot happen when they're able to, because Wolf can just handle all of the approach options. But that back throw is going to force last stock here. Mimik has a chance to win the set right now. But LemonTio just has to keep playing here a little safe, hold down the center stage, find 1 or 2 strong hits, and we're gonna go to game 5.
Yeah, honestly, that was the same about Mimik. Do it, timing that get up right when that forward smash landed to use that invincibility to his advantage. But he's gonna fall into that up smash, and we're gonna see a game 5 here. LemonTio taking that game 4 pretty handily. Only had 10% on that last stock.
Everyone here wants to win tonight, man. We're seeing game 5s back and forth.
Yeah, I mean, that's just how it is when you've got this density and it's this small a number. You're gonna see everyone fighting it out for the chance to be the leader of the Mickey Mouse Clubhouse.
That's exactly right, entirely. And it's just a matter of who wants it more at the moment. Now we're going to go, just like you said, Mimik is going to go back to the R.O.B. So we have officially come full circle, almost a unique matchup in every game with the exceptions of games 1 and 5. And the counterpick war is looking to come to an end here. It's just a matter of who wants to win now. Right now, it looks like LemonTio with a huge lead.
Yeah, he's playing with a different type of intensity than he was game 1. Of course, you know, had 4 games to get himself warm, but it's really showing itself here when you're seeing the difference in between how he handled that R.O.B initially and how he almost died to it just then, but gonna be living on his feet.
On his feet. Hasn't found the stock yet. That up smash is gonna do a lot, and it's gonna take that stock. That's good for LemonTio. This is a good adjustment from what we saw game 1. The R.O.B was kind of running his pockets that first game, so this is good. This is a battle-tested wolf looking for a lot here, and has gotten a lot. So almost hasn't lapped in percentage, looking for it all with that forward smash. Not gonna find it, and is gonna in fact find a pretty big punish by way of Mimik, about 40% added on off of that interaction.
Yeah, does that great up B vertically down to find himself back on the ledge and avoid that side B, but LemonTio still keep himself in the driver's seat here. Has Mimik at 75, which, you know, isn't crazy. Aren't crazy numbers for Robert, but definitely nothing to sneeze at. As at any moment, LemonTio can get that fair pair or any combination of combo starters, but the up smash will finally take it and give Mimik a little bit more room to breathe. LemonTio's making sure that he doesn't have it though, as he's suffocating him on this ledge and takes the stock of that down smash, gets the roll read, and that down smash gonna cover it all.
Yeah, that was huge. Great coverage from LemonTio. Now, this is certainly far from over. R.O.B's whole game plan revolves around the ability to take stocks at ridiculous times and just living early. We're going to see it right now. Bouncing in the chair, excited about it, and that's what we see. What was once a huge lead from LemonTio in Game 5 is all of a sudden a dead even game. And Mimik's going to look to make Lightning strike twice here. Tries to find it again.
Yeah, and this is those situations that Robert really strives in. Not too much of a percent lead by LemonTio, and he's finally got himself a fair. He's been having a rough time finding his way back in ever since Mimik just like sapped all the momentum away.
Yeah, and this percentage lead, I mean, it basically means nothing. I mean, yeah, sure, like a fair bear will put Mimik in a really bad spot, but I mean, we saw Mimik just get the stock at this spot, so now it's just LemonTio is going to be, you know, kind of dissuaded to play as aggressive as he was at the beginning of this set, at the beginning of this game. Ooh, goes for it again. Hey, I'm making me eat my words, going for the most aggressive option available to him in that moment.
Almost ends up turning into his downfall. Gets hit by that down tilt, but he's safe.
He's safe, and Mimik just taking his sweet time, making it back to stage. Is going to opt to get a few straight hits here and there. A little bit of this, a little bit of that. Has to be careful making it back to stage. That should do it. Yes, it will. Yes. And LemonTio holds on. Mimik looked like he had it there for a minute, but LemonTio wasn't scared. I mean, we see it right now. Cool.